Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we will be doing a quick portrait of X23. It is a famous Marvel character. When you have your pencil ready, this is a essentially quick exercise. So we will have that essential X shape going in first, a line, another arc like that, arc, another arc, and so that'll be for the brow, the nose, and the mouth, and then just have an arc going like that for the shoulders, which we will not be tapping into much, but I'm concentrating on the profile. Have another arc right there, so now you could see that the face is going this way, like staring this way, looking that way, and that is where we are going to concentrate our efforts in putting it down. Now this is the Wolverine type of costume, so I am going to go this route and put in that first, the nose, because these costume projections stand out in the foreground. That one will be just that far because of the matter of perspective, and we go okay. So that is the mask, and then there's just that plain dome on top, and then put in the pair of eyes. They're white in this costume, just like Wolverine. Now here you could either show a bit of the nose, or you could go without it. If you choose to go without the nose, I would recommend perhaps drawing this a bit lower, just for the sake of precision. And then we have the mouth, and since we are using that perspective going forward, I'm giving this image a slightly kind of a little smirk. I do know that this character does not smirk or smile too often, but again, that's a matter of perspective. So right there is the upper lip, and then there's a lower lip, indicating that practice in comics of using that lipstick texture. And then just give, there's the female version of Wolverine, so do not go overboard with the brow marks and the details there. Just keep it as plain as you can. Part of the mask shows there. Then there's that thinner neck, but then the feature that is very important to tap into is the black hair. And here you could actually go crazy. You could have it flowing in one direction. Well, after we have put in those slender shoulders in, now So let's have it like flowing in this direction, let's say, and again, it's very important to use very light pencils going into any of your work, because if you put in dark pencils through, it becomes quite hard to keep erasing it and putting stuff in the foreground. So if you have light pencils, it makes it easier to get those things going in the foreground. So lighter pencils here would help the hair come around in any manner you wish. And then part of that costume right there, the hair could actually drop partly here. And of course, it all depends on what perspective you wish to put in. Now here, you could also put in, if you use light pencils, and if you utilize this shoulder, let's say, and imagine that the arm is running somewhere around here and coming up here, and if I erase this bit, because that's just indicating a change of direction, and I put in a fist right there, a closed fist. So Wolverine was very famous for this angle, and he used to, of course, they show that the character loves popping those claws, and right here you would have the same angle going, and I believe that she has 2 claws. She has 1 foot each as well, but 2 claws, and you could show it somewhat like that. Of course, after adding in all the details of how the glove and the costume appears, and of course the fist would come around here at the back. Sorry about that. So that is, yep. So there is one requirement that you, of course, according to the costume or according to the light and the shade of where it falls, that you put in the details to round it all off. So we have done 2 things in one. We have just had the profile or the portrait going, and then we also added just to check a different angle, the very popular cocked fist with the protruding claws. So you could go wild with the textures on the mask of how the shading is supposed to stand out. I know that there is like a lot of light and dark in that mask itself, but the tones are all just as it was on the original Wolverine, brown or black, or in this case more the yellow and the blue costume, and it had those tones of black in. So that is just one idea of how you would be throwing in some details to flesh out the character and bring out the colors, again as per your own preference. Again, that is an exercise that you will be going through once you have the basic sketch down, and this here is the basic sketch of X23 in costume. So I hope this was of some help. Please do Google her images and have fun practicing. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe. Keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.